Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. We are going to try again with Ian Livingstone's Caverns of the Snow Witch. If you watched last week, we immediately died. Our first choice, we ended up fighting a mammoth and we were killed. We got 3 pages into the book before we were flat out murdered by Ian Livingstone, which is pretty typical for an Ian Livingstone book. And this is, with all the fighting fantasies that I do, all decisions are final, so that death stands, but I don't think that was really fair to end it 3 pages in. So we're just going to try again. We're just going to start again and start all over again with Caverns of the Snow Witch, and we're just going to avoid the mammoth that killed us. So I'm going to go skip ahead to, rolling for our stats, and we'll pick it up there. Okay, once again on adventure difficulty, normal setting, as Ian Livingstone described it. Let's hope for a little better rolls this time. So let's roll our stamina. Okay, pretty good. Yep, not bad. Stamina of 22, that's okay. Skill was the one that let us down in the last game. Let's see what we can do now. Okay, 9, could be worse, could be better. How about our luck? How about that roll? 8. Okay, I would have liked more than that. Choosing a potion. Again, I'm going to go with Potion of Strength because anything we can do to heal ourselves will be handy. Okay, yes, I want the Potion of Strength, and our journey may begin. What I'm going to do, because it's a long opening intro, is I'm going to skip the intro reading. If you want the intro reading, just go back to last week's episode, and I do the full reading there. But briefly, we are guarding a caravan. That's our job, and a settlement has been brutally attacked. Everyone in it has been killed, and we are going to go hunt the beast that did that attack and murdered those people. So that's where we're at, and that's where we're going to pick it up, and I'll see you over there. Okay, so by the time you reach the outpost again, the bodies are blanketed with snow and the beast's footprints are covered over. The visibility is poor as you set off towards the mountains where you hope to find the abominable killer beast. The snow on the mountainside is soft and you sink in up to your knees as you climb slowly up. You soon find yourself at the edge of a crevasse which is spanned by an ice bridge. Okay. So, in our immediate death from last week's episode, we walked around, we bumped into a mammoth, and the mammoth flat out murdered us. So we're not going to do that this time, because I'm sure the mammoth is still there. Lord knows we didn't deal with him, so let's try the ice bridge. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a luck roll. We're crossing an ice bridge. All right, so yes, the bridge is quite narrow and very slippery. Luck test. What was our luck again? Oh, our luck has run out. Okay. All right. We are unlucky. What do we do now? You are almost over the bridge when you suddenly slip and fall over the bridge. Test our luck again. I think that one's good. Yes. All right. We're good there. So yes, we are lucky. You fall a couple of meters only before landing on an icy ledge protruding from the side of the crevasse. You are lucky to escape with only a twisted ankle. Lose 1 stamina point. Okay. That's fair. That's fine. Using your sword, you cut hand and toe holds into the side of the crevasse and haul yourself up. Plodding your way through the thick snow, you continue your quest. Using your sword, you cut... Well, we just did that. But using your sword, you cut hand and toe holds into the side of the crevasse and haul yourself up. The wind starts to howl, blowing gusts of snow into your face. You put your head down and stride into it. Above the howl of the wind, you suddenly become aware of another sound, the howling of wolves. You draw your sword while trying to peer through the snow. As if out of nowhere, 2 snow wolves appear in front of you, hunched, ready to pounce. They are completely white except for their blood-red eyes. Suddenly, one leaps at you, and we must fight. Well, hopefully the fight against the wolves is going to go a little better than the fight against the mammoth did last week. Okay, I'm feeling not confident about this. We're about evenly matched. It's just that I've got way more health than they do. So this is going to be a pretty even fight. Let's take on the wolves. Oh, that's not a good starting roll. Yep, that's 1 to them. That is also not a good starting roll. Okay, this could be the mammoths all over again. That's a good roll. That's a good roll. All right, now we're getting somewhere. That's a good roll. That is not a great roll. We both miss. All right, that's a draw. Fine. And another draw. That's fine. Come on, give me some big numbers here. Give me some big... Okay, good. That's 1 down. Well, not 1 down, but 1 hit to us. No, wait. That dice was cockeyed. That die was resting on the other die. That should be a re-roll. Oh, I want to institute house rules in this. That should have been a re-roll. Oh, I don't agree with that. That dice was totally on its side. That was not a legitimate number, Ian Livingstone. Okay, another draw. We are very evenly matched with these wolves. Oh, yeah, another draw. Okay. Come on, give me something to work with here. We're so equally matched here. Come on, there we go. All right, one down. Good. Good, now we're getting somewhere. We have more health than them. I think we can just win through attrition, basically. Yep, okay, one down. Good. That looks like a decent roll, but not that decent, apparently. I can't add that quickly. Oh, that's a bad one. Oh, this is the Mammoth Salt. If I'm murdered here, I'm just never doing Caverns of the Snow Witch again. All right, another draw. Okay, all right. We're kind of getting there. I'm really glad I bought the Potion of Stamina. Come on, give me something to work with here. Okay, thank you. Good. All right, yes, we did win. Much to my surprise, we did win. You step past the still bodies of the wolves and continue your journey through the swirling snow. The climb becomes steeper and the going is slow. The snow is beginning to fall very heavily, swirling around in the strong wind. A blizzard is starting. If you wish to use your sword to dig a shelter, or would we rather press on? That's a very good question. Why do I feel like we'll be buried alive if we dig a shelter? But pressing on sounds like a terrible idea. We'll be blinded. Lord knows what's ahead of us. Let's try and dig a shelter. You hurriedly cut blocks of ice out of the mountainside and build a makeshift igloo. How powerful is my sword that I'm cutting ice with it? That will wreck a sword. That's a terrible thing to do with a sword. But, all right, maybe it's a magic sword. You crawl into it as the blizzard blows down the mountain with ferocious power. Your body heat is retained inside the igloo, and you keep warm. However, you must eat 2 portions of your provisions to regain your strength after the tiring walk and the effort of building the igloo. This does not increase our stamina. Well, that is disappointing. An hour later, the blizzard dies down, and you crawl out of your shelter to continue on your quest. Underneath an overhanging rock, you see a small wooden hut built against the side of the mountain. Its roof is piled high with snow, and long icicles hang down from the window ledges. You see a set of deep footprints leading from the hut up the side of the mountain. Well, can we more clearly define the footprints? I'd actually like to know what sort of footprints. Are they big Yeti kind of footprints, or are they normal person kind of footprints? Let's enter the hut, because if there's footprints going out, because obviously I can follow the footprints into the snow. If there's footprints going out, then that logically means whoever was in there is not there anymore. So let's investigate the hut. The front door of the hut is frozen shut, and you have to batter it with your shoulder to open it. There's only one room inside the hut containing the belongings of a fur trapper. Traps, furs, and sacks are stacked in a corner of the room. A wooden bed, a table and chair, and some cooking utensils show sign of recent use, and the ashes in the fire are still warm. Do you wish to put some logs in the fire and warm up the cold stew in one of the pans, or would you rather leave the hut? No, if I can catch a decent meal and warm up here, I'm going to try it. I'm sure the trapper, well, you know, I'm not doing anything horribly wrong. I mean, all right, breaking and entering, sure, but it's not like I'm robbing him. I'm just going to warm up for a little bit. The fire is soon roaring and crackling in the hearth. The heat of the flames radiates through your body, and you revel in the warmth. The stew is delicious, and you feel your strength returning. You gain 3 stamina points. Oh, good. That makes up for some of the damage the wolves did. With renewed energy, you decide to leave the hut and continue on your quest. That's probably one of the first times that an Ian Livingstone book just hasn't murdered me for being an exploratory adventurer kind of person. I expected murder in that hut. That was the most benign thing that's ever happened in an Ian Livingstone book. As you're about to leave the hut, you catch sight of some weapons lying under the bed. If you wish to take a couple of them with you, or do we not wish to be encumbered by the additional weight and leave without them? You know what? We've gotten away with it. We went in, we had a meal, we warmed up, we got some stamina points. I'm not going to push my luck by this guy bursting in the door as I'm about to steal his weapons. So, and the additional weight might be a problem. So no, we're going to leave the weapons right there. We're going to leave the weapons there. Outside again in the deep snow, you set off on your track up the mountainside, following the footprints in the snow. Well, I guess we're going to find out who it is after all. The high altitude and thin atmosphere make you pant for breath as you continue your steady climb. We lose 1 stamina. Well, yes, we are still alive, because that soup gave us some stamina. Oh, okay. Suddenly you hear the cry of a human voice, followed by a ferocious roar. Not far ahead, you see a fur trapper fighting for his life against a gigantic bear-like beast with long white fur and sharp teeth protruding from its jaws. It is the killer beast you have been hunting, the abominable Yeti. You watch the unfortunate trapper being gashed by the Yeti's claws and falling face down in the snow. Incensed by the vicious attack, you scream at the Yeti and run through the snow to attack it. I'm not that incensed by it, actually, because now I kind of want to go back and take the dude's weapons. But all right, are you carrying a spear? I am not, sir. I bet there was a spear under that bed. I do not have a spear, no. You draw your sword and lunge at the huge white beast, and here we go again. Oh, come on, this guy's punishing. Oh, and I forgot to take my stamina potion. I can't do it in combat. Oh, well, this could be another very quick ending to Caverns of the Snow Witch. Yes, fight on. Oh, God, we're going to die again. We are going to die again. Yes. The mammoth in the first attempt, and now it's going to be the Yeti, because I didn't grab the spear. So this is ending well. Yeah, I'm 1 point away from death. I'm 1 point away from death. Go ahead. Oh, all right, we got one hit in. Fantastic. We can just do that 5 more times. We'll be good. Nope, we're dead. Yeah, we're totally dead. Again. Thanks, Ian Livingstone. Yes, we are defeated. You are dead. You have succumbed to your quest to find the crystal caves and locate the treasure of the Snow Witch. Wow. Ian Livingstone, sir, you are brutal. You know, this was something I played when I was 12, and you are just flat out, you have no problem murdering a 12-year-old twice in a row. So, there we are again. Caverns of the Snow Witch comes to an abrupt end 2 weeks in a row now. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a different fighting fantasy next week, but we will come back to Caverns of the Snow Witch, I promise. Honestly, what we need is just really good rolls at the beginning of the game, and apparently I should have gotten the spear from under the guy's bed, because that's the only place it could have possibly lived. Yeah, we will come back to Caverns of the Snow Witch, but I think in the meantime, next week's episode, we're going to start a different fighting fantasy, and just kind of cleanse my palate from Caverns of the Snow Witch. We will come back to it later, because we are going to do them all, and if he murders me a third time, then I guess Caverns of the Snow Witch is just defeated me. So 2 times in a row, 2 weeks in a row, 2 deaths in a row. Thank you, Ian Livingstone. Until next week's Fighting Fantasy, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.